In a small village nestled between the mountains lived Maryam, a 13-year-old girl with an enthusiastic spirit and a heart full of dreams. But her reality was far from those dreams. She lived in a modest home with her family, who suffered from poverty and daily challenges. Her mother worked in the fields, while her father, a construction worker, often found himself without work. Miriam attended school in the morning, but felt disheartened seeing her classmates who possessed things she did not. She dreamed of becoming a doctor, but this dream seemed unattainable given her difficult circumstances. At school, she was always behind on payments, which embarrassed her. Nonetheless, she always exerted great effort in her studies because she believed that education was the only key to escaping this life. One day, Miriam decided to break the chains of poverty. After school, she went to the public library, where she spent hours reading books and researching opportunities available for young people. There, she discovered that she was not alone in her suffering. She read success stories of many people who had overcome poverty, giving her hope and courage. Over time, Miriam began talking to her friends about their dreams and ambitions. She encouraged them to organize study sessions after school, where they could share knowledge and help each other. As the days passed, these friends developed a greater approach to learning and thinking about the future. Miriam became a small leader among a group of rebels who refused to accept poverty as a predetermined fate. Many elders in the village disapproved. They believed these ambitions were mere fantasies and that children should focus on surviving. But Miriam would not allow that. She went out in the evenings and spoke to adults about the importance of education and changing circumstances. She faced much criticism, but continued her struggle. One day, Miriam decided to organize a fundraising event to provide necessary supplies and books for needy students in the village. It wasn't easy, but she spoke to local merchants and persuaded them to donate. She worked tirelessly, satisfied with her work, and raised funds by selling food prepared by her mother. After weeks of hard work, she managed to collect enough money to distribute essential items to her classmates. On the distribution day, there was unprecedented excitement in the village. Miriam saw joy in her classmates' eyes, remembering how hard it was to get a pencil. That moment was the first time she felt that poverty wasn't an obstacle to dreams, but could be overcome with hard work and determination. However, the challenges were not yet over. Miriam faced bigger issues, like needing to provide greater support for her family. She started thinking about how to use education to improve their conditions. She founded a support group that included students of various ages, where they began learning new skills like sewing and crafts. They sold their products in the market. Miriam, the rebellious girl, became a symbol of hope in her village. She learned that change does not come overnight, but is a result of faith and continuous work. She continued her struggle, believing that education was her path to a better future. Poverty could not be an obstacle to her dreams. Miriam's story was a living example that willpower can achieve miracles and that regardless of circumstances, one can achieve their dreams if they believe in themselves and their future.